How are you? My name is Chris Graham. This is wheelerbetting.co.uk and this is the Polish video you've clicked on where you're supposed to hear a guy talk about Polish football, give expert tips, but that certainly wasn't the case last week when we had an absolute disaster despite being two selections I was extremely confident in. But anyway, you just got to roll with it. You just got to kick on. You've just got to dust yourself down and come back fighting again. That's what I'm doing this week. Changing tact a little. I'm not get involved in the win-draw-win market purely because I don't think there's any massive value. Instead, looking at the games more as a fixture, and there's a couple of both teams to score bets that I like in this weekend's extra classer fixtures. We'll start with the game on Friday night at 7:30 between Korona Kielce and Pogoń Szczecin, 11th against 5th in the table. You know about Korona by now and how they're a really strong side at home. They're in the top half of the home table. They're unbeaten in 5 generally, and they're unbeaten in 6 at home. Last home defeat back in October. So we know that Korona are strong at home. They're up against Pogoń on Friday, who really went under the radar a wee bit. They're having a great run at the moment. They're up into the top 5 extra classer. They're unbeaten in 6, 1 defeat in 10, just 1 defeat in 10. So playing really well. So I think both these sides will score in this game. I think Korona might win 2-1, but I think both will score. Korona have scored in 12 of their 13 home games this campaign. Last time they failed was actually the opening game of the season back in July. And both teams have scored in 9 of their 13 home games. Pogoń, on the other hand, have scored in 12 of their 13 away games, and the BTTS has played it in 10 of their 13 away games. And in fact, the both teams to score has come in at the last 5 times these sides have met each other. So there's so many stats there that I'm chucking at you to make this choice justify. I think it's a good bet. Both teams to score in the Korona against Pogoń game Friday night at 7:30 PM. Big game of the weekend. One of the biggest games of the season Saturday as Legia Warsaw host Lech Poznan, first against second in the table. Both these sides for me vulnerable without any doubt, despite the fact that most of the time they're winning. Legia Warsaw top of the table, but for me not a patch on the side they were this time last year. A lot of question marks about Henenberg, who came in at Christmas. Just 1 win in the last 4 games. That win came last weekend. 1-0 down to Piast, a last minute goal. Saw them win 2-1. So a lot of question marks on me about Legia. Lech as well. I always have question marks about Lech, but at the moment they're actually in good form. 10 points from 12. And these sides are the top 2 scorers in the division. I think we'll see both these sides score on Saturday. I think it would be 1-1 or something like that. I get the feeling that both will score. Leg have scored in 11 of their 13 home games. Both teams have scored in 6 of the last 7 Lech Poznan games, so that's pretty positive, isn't it? And I think Legia will definitely score, and I think Lech will, because I think they'll fancy their chances. I think they're noticing that Legia are a wee bit vulnerable at the moment. I think they'll be really up for this game on Saturday, and I think they'll score. I think it'll be 1-1, and that's why I'm backing the bet. Both teams to score. So you put those two in together in a double. I wouldn't back them in singles, but it's up to you. Korona against Pogoń Friday night and Legia against Lech on Saturday afternoon. The double pays around 5-2. So that's what I'm betting this weekend in Polish football. Maybe you want to join me. Cool.